Hello YouTube and welcome to part 4 of FTL Multiverse. We've just arrived in the 4th sector of this particular run through, but it doesn't look like we've got very many options here, so we're going to go here then. Separatist hails you. Okay, so they're speaking binary. I'm guessing they're maybe some sort of machine. Yeah, ignore my damaged speech processor. So, yeah, well, we'll take that. An extra crew member is always a good thing. Where do we send him though? I think, well, we can put him on. I don't know if there's is there a station that he can operate? Oh yeah, I think sensors gain a boost from being manned, so you get +1 system level. Yeah, that's probably a good thing. So we'll leave him in there. Plus, he is going to be especially good at repairing. Yeah, there we go. Plus 75% repair speed. So we will take that. We will also save that position. And move on to, oh dear, what looks like a fight. Oh no. Right, so these guys, the fire isn't going to work particularly well against them. So what I think we'll do is we're going to disable that, enable that, and then we're going to check out a few. Oh no, that's less than ideal. Let's get the chain bursts on that and that. But we do have to do something about him because he's going to be an absolute nuisance otherwise. So we're probably going to have to move our Mantis, and we could do with somebody else to go and fight him as well. So let's send him in there, try and get him there first, and then we'll move the Mantis in behind him so that he's taking the brunt of the damage while the NG... Oh, hang on, he's off. We're now going to have to send him down there, I think. Oh no, he's got into that one. That's not where I really wanted him. Right, well, we'll leave those two fighting him for the moment. He's going to be one of these ones that just moves so quickly that you never really get the chance to fight back against him. I don't know where he's going now. Presumably he's going in here. That's what I'm hoping. No, he's gone in there. Right, so we'll send him and him in there. Fortunately, our sensors are back online, but we haven't managed to take down his shields yet. He's got 3 layers of shield. Oh, this is going to hurt. But those chain bursts are now starting to speed up their attack rate, which hopefully will be enough to do the majority of what we need. We're going to get him back on there. We'll get him run through there first. We could probably also do with him being put in there. Now, we can accept the surrender. They are offering us 34 scrap and a drone part. That's not really very good. We do need fuel. Fuel is really our ultimate monkey at the moment. So let's just try and finish him off and see if we can't get some fuel out of the process. 2 fuel, that's what we needed. Right, these guys are getting patched up. We'll send the rock dude in that direction first, and then we'll send this dude immediately after him so they both arrive around the same moment. Get the oxygen back up, and then we'll have to send them back to there to get repaired again. We'll take off the chain burst and switch back to the fire starter. Hopefully we're not in a sector where it is just going to be these guys that don't have oxygen on board their ship. Okay, we can get into another fight. Then we've got just sort of general unvisited locations. Oh, there's a quest marker over there, so we probably want to head towards that. So I'm thinking easiest way to do that is sweep across this way and then try and head back to there. Okay, a separatist vessel hails you. Your situation with the fleet is known. We have a proposition. Help us with killing a hostile ship and we will delay the fleet. Well, that's always a good option. Rebel auto ships, their AI is less than satisfactory. Always getting lost. Now we must deal with the lost ship in this sector. Will you agree to kill the auto ship? Okay, we're just straight into a fight. Once again, we are... we'll do... Oh, never mind, that's fine. Once again, we are going to do away with the fire starter and switch to chain burst because, again, there's no oxygen on the ship, so the fire is not going to do that much. And this guy's got 2 shields as well. So we're going to pierce on the shields, and then we are going to whack his weapons with the chain burst to begin with. You notice the auto's engines begin to glow even brighter. Right, so it's going to try and get away. So maybe we need to move one of the chain bursts to his engines in the hope that that will stop him from getting away. Some of my guys are definitely on the cusp of level. Oh, ow. Oh, that's mean. Okay. We are definitely in need of putting down some O2. Oh, that thing's vicious. Let's get those weapons back up. Oh, wow. We are taking an absolute pounding. This is not great. Unfortunately, that chain burst now needs to be reinitialized, although his engines are offline, so that's a good thing. Okay, he is looking pretty worse for wear. Oh, he does have some sort of auto repair, so we need to whack his engines again, make sure he can't get away. Whew. Okay, delayed the fleet by 2 jumps. We are probably going to need that time to get the ship patched up again, because that... I think we may have not done terribly well with this run, you know? Because we've only got 2 shields. We're up against ships with 3 shields at points. We are less than half hull integrity. Oh, we do need to repair the doors real quick. One thing that would be nice to do is if I could buy 1 more of those and 1 more of the weapons, then we can activate all weapons simultaneously. But we also desperately need more shields. So is it 30, then 90? So we're talking 120 and then another 50, so 170 scrap to put the shields up 1 more level. Alternatively, that can go up another level for considerably less. 110, I think. Either way, we do not have enough. So, ooh, there is a store, though. What we could do, though, is jump to this one, jump back, then continue jumping round. We do have that extra delay. So maybe we jump here, we jump here, we jump here, and then go back round this way. Yeah, maybe that's the way to do it. So, a squadron of NG ships have set up camp on a small nearby moon. They seem peaceful. That's probably for the best. And only their defensive drones are online for protection. Let's give them a shout. Timing is unfortunate. We have an offer for you. Of course you do. Current objective, hunt down separatists, convert back to Harmony. Location for dangerous separatist ship is known. Danger too high to engage. We ask... I mean, I'm ever conscious of how much of that we have. I don't know whether this takes us straight into a fight. It probably will do. And are we in a situation... Well, I don't know if we're going to win. That's the thing, but we've got to try. We've got to try. All right, so they've added a marker to the map. That's good. That is good, because now we can go here next, I think. So we can help some people from the asteroids. So, oh, okay. That's interesting. I've never seen this before. So we need to wipe out some asteroids. So let's pause it and then think about how we're going to target this. Something like that, I guess. But we've only got 30 seconds in which to do it. So we're only going to get a couple of shots each. Oh, wow. This is where the chain bursts will come into their own. Oof. 4.5 seconds remaining. Oh, precious fuel and some scrap. That's excellent. Right. So we can now jump to the store, which looks like it has a ship present. That can't be good. Okay. Well, the ship is the store. Okay, so... Okay, so a small platform orbits near this beacon. It looks like looks like a refueling station of some sort, recently taken over by pirates. It is cheerily broadcasting reasonable prices for in a spectrum of frequencies, languages. This takeover must have been very recent. So we can approach with a blue option. I don't know whether that's going to cause us to end up in a fight, but with it being a blue option, I think we just get it and there's no argument. Your show of force makes it clear you aren't going to take any funny stuff, from these pirates. They open the store for you almost immediately, but don't offer any extra fuel. Oh, okay. So the cost of that was that I don't get the fuel. Oh, no. Okay, but there's fuel. There is fuel. So we can have some of that. We can repair the ship. What else do we have here? We've got some weird fancy weaponry. I mean, what I suspect I probably should have done is upgrade to some really crazy weapons. But we can't really do that at the moment. What's this? Weapons of the day, 33% off. I'm not in the mood to gamble on whatever those are. What I do need to do is some of that. Let's at least get me to 10 fuel. That leaves me with 40, which isn't actually enough to do anything. Don't think I've got anything left to sell. No. Okay. That is going to have to do. Right. Let's continue our route now. Obviously, the fleet is now starting to catch up. We might have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I should be able to get to this one and then jump to the exit. That's going to be the plan. Oh, and these guys have got a super shield. And again, no oxygen in the interior of the ship. But they don't seem to have any other shields beyond what they've got. So we'll do engines and weapons like that. That should be all we need. Oh, actually, while we're also not doing much else, we're going to get this repaired real quick. Looks like these guys are firing missiles, which are going to cause me all kinds of havoc. Right. That was fairly good. Got some more scrap. That's good. We really, really want enough scrap that we can either upgrade the shields or upgrade the weapons. That's all that really matters now. Okay, so the moment you jump in, the vessel you've heard about turns to face you. What do you want? I have no quarrel with you. So we can tell them about the slaves that survived his feast. We can fight the monster, and we can just say we don't want trouble. Now, we obviously option 2 is what we're supposed to be doing. We could just be really mean to the guys that asked us for help and just like point the monster at them. Now, it sounds mean, but the monster might give me something and I won't have to fight it. I'm going to be really mean. Okay, so I have no quarrel with them either. My hunger is only satisfied with slavers. Well, that's fine. If it only eats slavers, so we don't care about the slavers. We've arranged with some Tikaka. Tikaka? We notice your patrol in a government region. We let others know they do the same. There's no honor amongst thieves. Turns out one of our regular correspondents found an opportunity for a promotion at our so why are you so hungry? Can we help? There's a slaver that has been rising in the ranks of Tikaka recently. Their base is hidden at this beacon. Okay, so it's going to give me a beacon. Well, we'll agree to take on the slaver ship, but if we can't make it to the... Oh, right, okay, so we're straight into a fight. Oh, that's more than I was expecting to have to take on. Okay. He has a transporter. He has a transporter, which means he's probably going to be sending crew across. Which means we might be in for a bit of a physical fight. However, his ship does have oxygen. So, pierce. Aim that at the shields. Chain burst. We're going to aim that at the weapons. Fire. Fire, I'm going to put it on the shields as well because he's got a lot of shields and we can't afford to let him keep those up. Alright, so here comes the fight that we were expecting. So we're going to get our crew in there if we can, trying to do what we can. He is going to have to come out of there. So maybe head him over there. He's going to have to come out of there. Might have to send him in, even though he's a terrible fighter, but he should delay things a little bit better for us. Oh, okay. Right, so in fact we're going to send people back to where they were. We're just going to get the 2 damaged crew patched up and then send them back. How are we actually doing taking his ship down? Okay, doing pretty well, all things considered. I genuinely didn't think we would be doing as well as we are at this point. Let's get... Oh, you rat. Literally just got that guy patched up. Alright, their ship's taken down. So we just got to deal with their crew that's still on the ship. Okay, so we've got Kara here, who has engine and piloting experience. That's quite nice. Well, we're definitely taking Kara, whatever Kara is. Hopefully Kara's got some muscle. Right, that's good. We sorted all of that out. Let's get the helm back on track. And then we'll send everyone more or less back to where they're supposed to be. In fact, we just need to redirect those 2 into here, get them patched up. So, Wuna is doing pretty well on the old engine skills there. So we don't really want to mess with that. How's... So those shield skills are coming along slowly. So what are these? What does this cultivator have? Active ability releases poisonous spores in the room that will weaken enemies, will do less damage and become immobile while releasing spores. Max health is increased to 125. Enemy crew in the same room heal 25% slower. Produces oxygen and moves very slowly. Okay. They might be quite useful in a fight. So if I put them in there, then we can upgrade the doors by 1 level. Okay. Yeah, the fact that this one can produce oxygen in a room might get me out of a tight spot from time to time. Now, we do actually have enough here that we could bring this chain burst online. The alternative is trying to bring this online or focus on the shields. Those are my options. How's his weapons ability coming along? Oh, he's not far off leveling up on weapons. We really do need that 10% faster charge on there. I'm beginning to think that he was a bad shout for putting on weapons. Oh, okay. This one looks like it's... Yeah, you know what? You're in there and you're in there now. Kara's quite a skilled crew member. I don't think we want to put Kara to waste doing anything else. Scattershot. So how much would it cost if I wanted to do scattershot? So 80... 110. So in theory, that is doable. It's 110. We can get that online. How much in the way do we have drone parts? That might actually be a really good idea. I'm not really sure how this thing works, but I suppose there's only really one way to find out. Yeah, there's only one way to find out. 1, 2, 3. 1. Okay. Let's hope that I'm not making a mistake. And we're going to get to test it out pretty much straight away. Right. You're somewhat baffled that quick scans show no crew on board, but the ship seems fully functional and responsive. Should we try to communicate with it? Try to reach out, but we get nothing. We could ignore the ship, but I don't think that is the way to go with this. We need whatever fuel it might have. We need whatever. Yeah, we need whatever we can get from it. So let's go attack, and then we can try out our new scatter shot. I think what we also probably want to do is switch from the fire starter to the chain burst. We'll hit the scatter shot, and then we can finally find out what this thing will do. Oh, okay, so it's on my side. I thought it was going to be on their side. That's interesting. Right, it does have... It does have droids on board, so it's going to be able to repair itself. Oh, okay. So it's a defensive thing. It can knock out incoming shots. That is going to be extremely useful. And that thing's already repairing their weapons. You see, this is going to be the problem, is that it can repair so quick. Fortunately, not quickly enough. Yep, we picked some fuel and some scrap, which is always good. Oh, we got Murderbot Dispersal. Murderbot Dispersal? Let's find out what that does. So, boarders take damage over time on your ship at a rate of 2.7 HP per second. The name makes it sound a lot more violent than it is. Yeah, well, I mean, I'll take it for now. Can't do much else there, but we can take that for the time being. This one's going to be asteroid field detected in this location. That's going to be a nuisance. I don't know whether my my new scatter device is going to shoot down asteroids. So we can try and run, but we don't. Well, actually, hang on. Let's have a look at this. Maybe we do want to try and run from this thing. They're not going to teleport across, but they do have, like, this is like a fully upgraded ship. I mean, they might teleport across, I don't know. But the fact that they can go invisible and they've got mind control and they can just clone crew that die. I don't know if this is a fight worth fighting. And they've got slug repair gel. Oof. I want to fight everything. That's the thing. I want to fight it. So maybe we're going to risk it. This is probably a bad move. We're going to bring up our scatter shot. So it looks like that does fire at the asteroids, maybe? I'm not entirely clear on that one. Right, shields, weapons. We definitely want to hit mind control. I'm going to have to wait and see where these guys are trying to head to. And we've got this guy attacking the engines because he's being mind controlled, which is suboptimal. Looks like they're going for the O2. So I'm thinking we just borrow those two. Or maybe they're going for the engine room because that's where that guy is. Okay, they are going for the O2, so we're sending our guys in. Looks like we did get a couple of licks on them. We do need to get those shields down, though. That's going to be the killer. If we can get the shields... Okay, they've teleported out. We're just going to pop those guys in there, get that repaired super fast, and then send them over here to get healed up. They're going to be recharging their shields now that they're invisible. We need to hit those weapons harder. So I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to move the chain bursts onto their shields. I forgot to set everybody's positions tonight. Right, let's save their positions now. Right, so chain bursts. We're hitting the shields now. We are definitely taking those shields down as much as we can, as quickly as we can. Okay, they're trying to get away. We can accept their surrender. They are offering fuel, but nah. I say we take them down. Oh no. Suboptimal. This is the problem. Now they've gone invisible, so they're going to have a chance to charge their shields and their engine, but they do have crew on my ship at the moment, so I don't think they will jump away while there's still crew on my ship. We just gotta... I think we're gonna switch one of the chain bursts to try and hit their engines. Yes. Okay. We got a little bit more scrap than we would have done otherwise. That's good. Right, now we just got to finish these guys off. That's good. Yeah, I genuinely thought that was going to be a ship killer, that one. That vessel was stacked. Like almost every room. I think there was just one room that didn't have a system built into it, and we need to close these doors. So I'm kind of surprised that we got away with that. Now we've got an NG store over here. We might actually get... So if I jump to there, then the front line will be there. And if I jump to here, then the front line's here. So I can't do that. I can only jump to one more, which means I can't do the quest. So we'll just have to ignore the quest and hope that there's no consequences to that. Okay, we'll ask for some free drone parts. Cool, we got free drone parts. That's always nice. Now we can fix up the ship. What else have we got here, though? Ooh, what's the suppressor drone? There's so many things that I don't... You know, everything looked like this before, like the Defender drone Mark 1, but now everything's like amp ion and suppressor drone and things. There's a lot going on here. A shield light. Okay. Yeah, I kind of get it, but... And then all sorts of weird and wonderful weaponry now. I'm fairly happy with the weapons that I've got. It would be nice if we could get... I don't know, mind control's probably a pretty good one to have. It's fairly tempting. That's fairly tempting. I mean, cloaking is kind of useful, but that's really expensive. I'm sure it never used to be that expensive. So what I'm tempted to say is go grab a mind control and then fix as much as we can. We'll have to manage without picking up any more fuel, but we're up to 11 now, so I think we're in a decent state. And now we have mind control. There we go, mind control. Now, jump to the exit. And then we shall jump to the next sector. Oh, we can explore here. We would have been able to hire a crew member, but to be honest, we're sort of fairly stacked out with crew. I think that's pretty decent. Why does some of the crew have these bars down the side? What's that about? That they have some sort of special ability? Okay. This one's got a kind of bluish one, and this one's got a kind of whitish one. This one's got a kind of... Maybe it just corresponds with what their ability is. Next sector. Yeah, well, there we go. We're on to the ruined colonies next. We'll just get ourselves jumped out of hyperspace. Oh, and straight into a fight. Okay, well, I think I have to do this fight before I can save it, so I guess that's what we're going to be doing. So we are going to... Oh, I see. So we can ignore contact or attack. It appears a single militia guard has been dispatched here to try and defend against scavengers. Okay. 17% quicker shield recharge. So we can ignore him, contact him, or attack him. Well, I don't know that I want to attack him. Let's try contacting him. A friendly thin militiaman responds in a chipper tone. Chipper tune. Oh, hello. It's always nice to see visitors. I don't know what happened to my voice there. So we can request supplies, demand supplies, threaten the guard, request assistance. Well, I think request assistance is our best option, isn't it? So we requested assistance. They've given us 1 fuel, a couple of missiles. We could do with a place where we could exchange some missiles for something else. And we've got a bit of scrap there as well. Brilliant. Well, we didn't have to get into a fight there right at the end. That's probably a good thing under the circumstances. Unfortunately, we're going to have to leave it there. Thank you ever so much for watching, and as always, if you like what you saw, don't forget to hit like and a subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything, really helps us out. And if you didn't like what you saw, let me know down in the comments what I'm doing wrong, what I can improve on. And of course, we will see you again in the next one. Part 5, ladies and gentlemen. Daddy bye-bye.